This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night, we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Nevada Wolfpack, taking on a fellow Mountain West foe, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Nevada's offense will get the first crack at it here. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Breaks the tackle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And completed. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Back to throw, it's Purdy. Bringing the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Had to get rid of it quickly. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Nevada will be forced to punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So Fresno State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the...
Breaks into the open. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Warner. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick strike complete. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Freeman. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Turner. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Wolfpack might think about being aggressive on 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. He'll take it himself. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
You know, I really like this QB running the football, because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He'll go to the sneak.
The defense just can't seem to find a way to get off the field. That time, QB sneak for the first down. They need a turnover or something to try to generate some momentum.
Nevada kept it on the ground to pick up that last first down. Let's see if they can generate some more in the run game. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
The Wolfpack now has its work cut out on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Purdy. Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He'll pull it down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket after that. Excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
He splits the uprights. And that field goal is going to tie us up here in the first quarter. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. That's caught. It's Gilliam. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Back to throw, it's Warner. Here comes the heat. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He has the 1st and still on his feet. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They'll run it from the gun. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Snap it to the back. Turning it on. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They're going to ride this running back. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And they can't make the connection. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. On the option, he'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs, won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. It's a draw. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. These two teams feeling each other out a bit, down 10-3 as they open this drive. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Nevada trying to keep the drive moving on 2nd and short. That's caught. It's Brown. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Turner. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Nevada comes to the line facing 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Purdy. Oh, they're after him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, I think one of the biggest biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. He leaves it with his back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Look out, he's got room. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Dropping back, it's Warner. Grab near the marker, it's Freeman. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Rides to back and leaves it. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Third down play from the gun. Gets it out quickly. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Power football with the run. There he goes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll give it to him again. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And the Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a space. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
They're trying to go to the slant. It's a quick hit play, not able to come up with it, incomplete.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Give to the single back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. To the air, it's Warner. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Quick strike through the air for the score. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Brown.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
The Wolfpack might think about being aggressive on second and short. Back to throw. It's Purdy. Here's a heat. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Great timing there in the curl route by the QB. Gets it out early, and against zone coverage, because he gets it to his receiver so quick, he's able to turn it up and get the first down.
This Nevada offense really has it going. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Henry. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
The Wolfpack with a long way to go to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Now improvising. He'll pull it down and run. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looks as if he's going to run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for their quarterback to go. Couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose it.
Nevada comes to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun to give, looking for room. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it, and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Purdy. The throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Pressure coming. And they're able to get him on the ground.
You know, in these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the 3rd and goal.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Anderson.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Now they'll try the right side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it. But the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, And now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Back to pass, it's Warner. Makes the grab. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Caught behind the line. It's Freeman. Oh, he's got some space. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Freeman. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it out of the shotgun. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Give him 6. Touchdown, Fresno State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Gotta start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
To the air. It's Purdy. Rushes on him. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. looking to throw on first down. Oh, he wants it all. Caught at the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Freeman. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that in route.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Tight end now in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Ashley. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll give it to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the RPO, complete. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
I think a lot of people wonder why you don't throw more slant routes. It's just that nowadays wide receivers are so big, so thick. You throw it to them, the DBs can't go through their bodies to get them, and most of the time you get positive yards like you do right here.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, on 3rd down, they go to the running back screen. They're able to get a couple of yards, but not enough for the first. What do?
Nevada will be forced to punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Warner. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. Wants to throw on first down. back open in the middle. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Fresno. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Valley Children's Stadium.
Nevada set to kick off to start the third quarter. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Sends it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Makes the catch. It's Freeman.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Looking downfield, it's Warner. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time it's complete. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Hand off from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Under fire. Breaks into the open. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening, he went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now, throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
Fresno State lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Personal foul. Roughing the kick. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Got the quick completion. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. He'll try to do it himself. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. The give to the back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Yeah, stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Turning it on. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. They're working that left side. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
To the air, it's Purdy. Makes the catch, it's Brown. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now, and they may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside, probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Takes the handoff. It's Turner. Runs through a tackle. Looks like the Wolfpack will pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Nevada, after throwing it in reverse, has a lot of work to do on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Purdy. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
The Wolfpack with a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Looking to throw, it's Warner. Got his man. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Tackle is made at the 36. Brings up 2nd down.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the Bulldogs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. To throw, it's Warner. Quick completion on the out route. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Got the quick pass. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The play action fake. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They just keep firing. Bought a little time, lets it go. Catch in the middle, it's Gilliam. Got it. Move the sticks, first down from the 17.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Give to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Warner. Lets it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. I haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Coming out with it, it's Ashley. And the returner will be brought down. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they move the ball down the...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury tent.
The Wolfpack now has its work cut out on 2nd and long. On the run, it's Turner. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively there. 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. To the air, it's Warner. Got his man quickly. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Using his legs, it's Gillian. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. Beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Safe completion on the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And on 3rd down, you run a screen. I think you're hoping to try to get the defense in a blitz, flying up the field, throw the screen right behind them. It didn't happen. They guessed wrong. Defense did a great job playing discipline, playing sound, making the play.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. Pulls it and fires to the left. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
That's caught. It's Turner. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
He'll do it himself. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
Wolfpack will have first and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Slings it downfield. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Scanning the field, it's Purdy. Hauls it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Nevada, after throwing it in reverse, has a lot of work to do on second down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get in any kind of rhythm. We got to change something up here. We got to do something different because right now it's just a sack party.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting, and they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched, but here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight, because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
Ready to try the point after.
On for the extra point.
Splits the uprights.
The extra point is good. That makes the score Fresno State 44, Nevada 13.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
First and 10.
To the ground with the back. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
Man, he's done everything for this offense today, running the football, so much so that he's now got 98 yards rushing. We're in the fourth quarter. One more carry, and this guy could eclipse the 100-yard mark.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Caught in the backfield, it's Freeman. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Back to pass, it's Warner. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Looking for space, it's Turner. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game. Well, we see another catch by this guy, and this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. Oh, the big fella's gathering steam. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. Nevada comes to the line after getting the 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple yards.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw, it's Purdy. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Brown. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Nevada comes to the line on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Turner. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Going for 6. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Safe to say the offense could have used a few more plays like that earlier in the game.
Too little, too late. At least you got something going. You got some kind of rhythm. The offense put some points up. But, man, if they'd have started a little bit better, they might have had a chance to be a little bit more in this ballgame.
They'll try to tack one more on their score.
For the extra point.
Smashes it through for the PAT. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Looking for a man, it's Warner. Snagged in the middle, it's Freeman. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Across the 45. An explosive run, and he gets it all the way up to the 50-yard line before going out of bounds.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
They'll go to the ground.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. Makes a connection.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. They try to pop a run on the draw. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Back to throw, it's Warner. Plucks it out of the air. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
To the ground to try to move the chains. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Using the quick game. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. On the option. Now the toss. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. They'll try to slam it in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
To attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Henry. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. From the gun, the running back has it. Picks up the 1st down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Purdy. Got a man.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Nevada trying to keep the drive moving on 2nd and short. He's moving out of the pocket. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains.